Hello students, this is Ruchi Jain and in the series of video lectures for the subject Business Law, our topic Consumer Protection Act 1986 is discussed. Friends, in this act there are some terms which are used and they have their definition in Consumer Protection Act 1986. So today we discuss these terms, the definition of various terms under the act. The first term is appropriate laboratory. This comes under section 21A. Basically, it means a laboratory or organization recognized by the central government, recognized by the state government, subject to guideline as may be prescribed by the central government, established by or under any law for the time being in force, which is maintained, financed, or aided by the central government or a state government. Basically, this laboratory must be established for carrying out analysis or test of any goods with a view to determine whether such goods suffer from any defect or not. So, this is the term comes under Consumer Protection Act appropriate laboratory. Now, the next term is complainant means any this comes under section 1B. Complainant means a consumer or any voluntary consumer association registered under Companies Act 2013 or 1956 or the central government or any state government who or which makes a complaint, or one or more consumer where there are numerous reason or numerous consumers having the same interest. In brief, we can say that consumer or organization who want to lodge his complaint in consumer forum is called complainant. Next is complaint. Complaint means any any allegation in writing made by complainant in any of the following terms. The first is an unfair trade practice. It means an unfair trade practice or restrictive trade practice have adopted by any trader. Next is if the goods bought by him or agreed to bought by him suffer from one or more defects. Next is if the service hired or availed or agreed to hired or availed by him suffer from any deficiency or any kind of any respect. Next is a trader has charged for the goods mentioned in the complaint a price in excess of the price fixed or under any law for the time being in force or display on the goods or any package containing such goods with a view to obtaining any relief provided or under this act. The next is goods hazardous for life. Goods which will be hazardous to life and safety when used are being offered for sale to the public in contravention of the provision of any law for the time being in force requiring trading to display information in regard to the content or manner or effect of such goods is hazardous for life. So, this is the meaning of the complaints. Now, friends, the next is consumer, section 21T. Consumers means any person who buys any goods or for a consideration which has been paid, promised, or partly paid or partly promised under any system of deferred payment. So, consumer is the person who uses the goods or consumes the goods according to section 2A. Basically, in consumer also includes any user of such goods other than the buyer himself also. The user of the use of such goods must however be for consideration and paid or promised or partly paid or partly promised or under any system of deferred payment. So, consumer does not include a person who obtained good for resale or for any commercial purpose. Except this, all type of person are consumer. Next is about the goods. Basically, section 1I. It means goods means defined under Sale of Goods Act 1930. According to this act, Sale of Goods Act, goods means every kind of movable property other than actionable claims add money and includes stock and shares, growing crops, grass, things attached to or forming part of land, which are agreed to be served before sale or under the contract of sale. So, sale is defined, goods is defined according to Sale of Goods Act in Consumer Protection Act. Now, the next term is unfair trade practices. This is very interesting and very important part of this act, that what are unfair trade practices. Friends, according to section 1R, when a trader adopts any unfair method or unfair practice to promote his product or services, then it is known as unfair trade practice. And the practice of making any statement orally or in writing or by visible representation are comes under unfair trade practices. So, first one is, these are some types of unfair practices. First one is false representation, that the goods are of particular standard, quality, quantity, grade, style or maybe symbol. Next is false representation, that the service, or false representation that the represent the old or second hand goods as new goods, give any warranty guarantee of the product without any proper test. Then next is make to the, makes public make to the public a representation about replacement, maintenance or repair of any part of goods without any reasonable base of such representation. Next is makes a false representation about the utility or need of any goods or services. So these all are comes under unfair trade practices. So friends, thank you very much for video lecture for this, that is definition of various terms under Consumer Protection Act. Some other terms are also defined under Consumer Protection Act, like consumer disputes, national commission, who are traders, what is deficiency, what is defects. There are some other terms are also defined under Consumer Protection, different sections, but this is enough for our study. Thank you so much, students.